Today was one of those days on the Camino that reminds you why people say the Camino provides. It started before sunrise, under the wide skies of the Meseta, and ended with a kindness I'll never forget.
We're leaving Terradillos here and heading for El Burgo Ranero. El Burgo Ranero. 31 kilometers. And getting off to an early start. So what I'd like to do is get this down to about 24 kilometers by 7 o'clock. So we'll see if I can do that. Here we go. Try to find some arrows here in the dark.
After days of relentless walking, the Meseta truly tested my limits. But sometimes, when you need it most, the Camino provides in the most unexpected ways. I started walking early, at 5:15 in the morning, and I wasn't alone. Pilgrims were already moving through the darkness, each of us chasing the cool morning hours before the heat of the day arrived. My goal for today was an ambitious 31 kilometers from Terradillos. After two tough 25K days, the heat, humidity, and unrelenting sun of the Meseta were unforgiving. Every step felt heavier than the last. My feet burned, my shoulders ached, and honestly, I was just plain tired. By 7 o'clock, I reached San Nicolas for breakfast and later passed through Sahagún around 11, just enough time for a cold drink and a moment of rest before heading back out onto the trail. Leaving Sahagun, I still had 15 kilometers to go, and I was feeling every step of it. That's when I heard someone call my name. It was a friend from Florida, someone I never expected to see again on this journey. He had planned to take the train to Lyon, but instead he decided to keep walking. And for the next several hours, he walked beside me, step for step.
This reminds me of the. Where's this?
Misterio, la resurrección del Señor. Vamos a abrir.
En las rosas del Santo Rosario te ofrezco a diario corona de amor. Argentina María, tú tienes el pelo, los pies de tu bendición.
When we finally reached Burgo Ranero, I thought the hardest part of the day was over. But every place I checked was full. Albergues, hotels, even the municipal donativo. Everything was completo. For a moment, it felt like the road had finally run out. But once again, the Camino showed its magic. Rafael, true to his nature, came to the rescue. He spoke with a hotel owner who, seeing our plight, offered a small room usually reserved for emergencies. In that moment, overwhelmed with gratitude, I understood the Camino provides. It doesn't always give you what you want, but it always gives you what you need, often through the kindness of strangers and friends. Tonight we shared a pilgrim meal together, swapping stories and laughter after a long day on the road. The Camino provided today through friendship, generosity, and perfect timing. And as I get closer to Leon and closer to my goal of reaching the end of the world on my 70th birthday, I'm reminded once again that this journey is about far more than walking. The Camino truly does provide